Financial analysts do a lot of things. They analyze a company's position, make strategic plans that help top management make decisions, do rigorous analysis that helps companies evaluate where they stand, and make recommendations to help them grow to the position they want to be in. But how can you, as an individual, make a career in this field? Where can you get the skills from that you need to get into this field, and where can you get the credibility from that will enable you to get better opportunities and create a high paying, happy, satisfactory career for yourself here? This is the topic for our video today. Hey, hi everybody. My name is Ocean, and in today's episode of Know Your Exam, I am going to share with you everything that I've learned about the FMVA. What is the FMVA certification? The Financial Modeling and Valuation Analyst Certification, or the FMVA, is a certification offered by the CFI, or the Corporate Finance Institute. This is a universal accreditation perceived as a benchmark for professionals in the financial modeling and valuation space. The FMVA certification comprises of various courses that you can complete online over the course of, on an average, 5 to 6 months, after which you get certified as an FMVA. Please note, however, that this is not like a regular online course. There's also going to be assessments that you must pass in order to become certified. You may be wondering at this point, all of that is okay, but what does this analyst really do after you get the certification? What do you really do? And here's what you do. You collect all the information that is necessary to make good decisions. Do you make the decisions yourself? No, you help top management make the decisions by collecting information relating to accounting, finances, conducting analysis, and making conclusions or recommendations. You do this by examining a company's prior financial record so that they are enabled to determine the likely outcomes of business ventures. The FMVA course covers the most important aspects that are necessary for you to make all these analyses and decisions. Here's a glimpse of everything that you will broadly study in your course. Eligibility criteria. There are no specific eligibility requirements for candidates who want to pursue the Financial Modeling and Valuation Analyst program. All candidates are eligible for registration and participation regardless of their background and level of experience. Despite this, it is like an agreement and understanding that FMVA certification applicants are in the professional domain of financial modeling and valuation. Or even if they aren't, they are pursuing an academic qualification in the same area. Now, for candidates who don't have prior knowledge of some of the basic concepts required for the course, CFI offers a number of optional courses that, if you pursue, it will be helpful for you when you go to the core FMVA courses. And these courses are available once you register for the certification program. Now, a commonly asked question is about the bachelor's degree. A bachelor's degree is important. It's necessary for you to be able to do this course. You must be either in college pursuing your degree, or you must have graduated at least with a bachelor's. Exam pattern. To obtain the FMVA certification, here are broadly the steps that you need. The courses that you must do online have been classified into 3 broad categories, and here's what they are. 7 optional prerequisite courses which deal with the fundamentals of the concepts you will study in the core courses. Second, 11 core courses that all financial modeling and valuation analyst aspirants need to complete. Third, a minimum of 3 electives out of 11 available options to explore the more advanced topics and specialized subjects of the certification. After you're done with these courses, the 4th step is that you take the exam, which is an assessment, and you must score a minimum of 70% on that exam if you want to proceed with your certification. And the 5th is you get certified. FMVA curriculum. For the optional prep courses, here are the subjects that you will be expected to study. Of course, you can take these subjects or not depending on your choice, but here's what you have on the table. You must necessarily complete 11 core courses, and here's what they are. You must choose a minimum of 3 electives out of the following available choices. Duration. Usually, it takes an average of 4 to 6 months to complete the entire program, but you can speed it up or slow it down depending upon your own pace. Career options. According to a survey conducted by the CFI, here's what they found are the most common roles people who take up this course want to get into. Jobs and salaries. I know this is the most interesting bit for a lot of you because we really want to understand paisa kitna milega. But it's actually very varied. On your screens now, you'll see a couple of pictures that'll give you some sense of what salary figures will be like. But if you notice, these vary a lot. The reason for the variation is that company-wise, the pay that you would get differs a lot, and that pay differs because individuals from different backgrounds with work experience, with prior knowledge of the financial analytics field, all of these different kinds of people apply for these roles. A lot of MBAs also apply for these roles. Sometimes only undergraduates, students who've done their graduation apply. And so the pay scale and the pay range is very diverse. So how much you will make, there's no certain stamp I can put to it or no average salary figure that I can give to you on your mind. There's a range that you saw in the photos, and that is the best evidence we have right now. This is also a growing field. Lots of jobs here are being created in India and abroad as well. So more data points are needed to make conclusive statements about exact salary figures. But if you're really interested in this field, the course is worth giving a shot. It'll, if nothing else, add to your skill set and give you credibility that will only help you. Because when it comes to two candidates, if there's someone who doesn't have any certification that proves to the employer that they're interested in and good at finance and financial analysis, the candidate who has the certification would be preferred. FMVA fees. On your screen now, you would see the fees that you would tentatively be charged if you go ahead and pursue the FMVA course. Should you go ahead and do the FMVA? Now, there are a lot of good things and bad things about the FMVA. Let me start with the good ones. Number one, rigorous. It is rigorous, it is comprehensive, it will teach you financial analysis not just theoretically but also practically. Number two, it's flexible. It's an online course, you can choose to do it at your pace. Number three, it's not very time consuming. You can finish it about 4 to 6 months. Number four, it gives you the credibility that a proper course does. Of course, not as much as a CA does, but it is a rigorous curriculum-based, heavy, intensive course, and recruiters understand that. So if you've done that, if you've taken the effort to learn those concepts, master them, pass the final assessment, and get your certification, it is valued by industry. Number five, it will help you grow as an individual. You will learn about analysis, you will learn about how companies function, and it will give you a lot of intellectual rigor if you are someone who values that. Now let's come to the bad bits, which is the criticisms. The first one is there's no certainty about the kind of career you'll be able to create for yourself after you've done the FMBA. The bad parts, after a lot of research we found out, was that it doesn't give you a lot of certainty in terms of what will happen in your career next. So for instance, if you do an MBA, you know that companies will visit campus and you're very likely to get placed in at least one of them. Nothing like that works with courses and certifications like these. If you want to up your skill and game and build credibility, you can go ahead and do that. But if you're someone who's really looking for a certain career path, this may not be the best course for you. And if you want to do a course, you could do the CA instead, or you could consider the CFA. There are many courses. I've created videos on a lot of them after doing a lot of research, so you can check those out and get an understanding. But the core criticism is that the certainty or the outcome that we often expect from our educational endeavors is somewhere or the other missing in this course. The second criticism could be that it's expensive, but when you're pursuing these courses, money can be an issue. It is a lot of these courses are expensive is what I mean to say. So take it the way you want to take it, but these are the two criticisms that most people have reported about the course. That's basically it for today's episode of Know Your Exam. I hope this was helpful and you've got to learn something about a career option you can consider for yourself. If this is helpful, let me know what you think. It's always good to hear your thoughts. No, I will not ask you to like, subscribe and share because I think if the video is good enough, you guys will do it without me having to ask you. But thank you so much for your time and I'll see you next time.